एक शख्स जिसकी सारी जिंदगी तजाद का शिकार रही, वो क्रिकेट टीम में भी रहा, कैप्टन भी रहा, तो टीम जीती मगर टीम को यकजा नहीं कर सकी। आज भी उस वक्त
midway through that tournament, we had no hopes, hardly any hopes. But Imran, from day one till that final, he was aggressively telling us all the time that we're going to win this World Cup.
Imran said, guys, I want you to tell you one thing. I want you to play this game like a corner Tigers. If you play this game like a corner Tigers, I'm guarantee you, you will win the World Cup. But he said it the way he said it. I cannot tell you straight away everything went in our system. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. He was the leader who was believing himself rather than believing his soldiers. He was that journal basically who had that, you know, like, I want to face the first bullet rather than my soldier has to face.
I think what was striking about Imran was his aggression and his positivity. It was always win, always wickets, always runs, always domination.
He got something, you know, he had style, he has style. He has style, the way he plays, the way he performs, and the way he is on and off the field. Definitely, he's got it, which not that many people have, and Imran has.
He was a true role model. I mean, he used to work hard, and he's a guy who used to lead from front.
He was a character who always wanted to win, as simple as this.
Before the semi-final, everything was in our direction. Why? Because that belief.
I had realized that the mind was by far the most important weapon you had rather than your physical talent. So it is the mental strength that ensures victory, and the mind played, by this time I had realized, the mind actually played a bigger part than your talent.
And so it was quite evident that we were going to fight it out. Captain wants us to fight, and by that time, individually and collectively, we had clicked as a unit and as individuals. So we were confident also.
That belief. He never think Wasim is going to get a wicket for me. He never think Inzi is going to get runs for me. Javed Miyazad is going to get runs. Imran Khan is going to do himself everything.
That overall aggression in his personality and that positivity really showed quite remarkably during that World Cup. Never once in a team meeting he would ask us to draw a game, and always would tell us that losing is better than drawing. And so, I mean, when he was building up a unit, it was great to have him around us because he would guide us through anxious moments.
He was a very different character to any of the captains I have seen or played under. He was a man who wanted to win all the time. Doesn't matter you lose, it doesn't matter you go down, as long as you fight for it.
He has, I promise to you, he was so good into watching people's temperament. You know, who got a great temperament. Waka never gets selected in that highest level. He used to play first-class cricket. There is one game on the TV he was playing, and he went in 5 overs, 45 runs or 50 runs. He gets hammered for everywhere.
I had food poisoning. So I was in bed one day, and I watched some local one-day match on television which was being shown. And I watched him bowl. And the next day, I called him into the nets.
I don't know what he saw in me. This is where I say that he's got an eye of a selector, and he saw me. And the next morning he came to the nets and he says, "You're going to Sharjah."
Abdul Qadir, when I became the captain, had been out of the team for 3 years. Qadir was thinking of leaving cricket, or so he told me. I had to fight to get him into the team on the tour to England in 1982. I had to stake everything on the selection. So similarly, in Zamam, someone had told me about him. I watched him 5 minutes in the nets with Wasim and Waqar bowling to him. And I told him that he would play next year in the World Cup.
First 3 ball, Inzi faced. The second noise we heard that in the we find a new Vivrachid for Pakistan. For one net, he used to say that. And he just picked Inzi like that and he said,